Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are from Closing Government. Before I'm going to my speech, I want to rebuttal some argument from OG and OO. The first one is from Opening Government. They say that they will make the corruptor in the poverty line, but they don't have the best solution. They said that they will make take all of money from the corruptor, and they want make the corruptor feel down in society and something like that. But I think it's not the best solution. And then from the OO, they have another solution to make they don't want to make the corruptor in poverty line, but they want to stop the corruption from another way. I mean here from the rehabilitation work. But adjudicator, I think it's not better because if we just running well, I mean if we applicate the rehabilitation work, it's not it cannot guarantee the corruptor will aware to their task after they have the knowledge about how to running well their task or something like that in the government. Because in the rehabilitation work, they will the government will give them the knowledge about how to being the good people or being the good officer in the official, right? But we cannot guarantee they will aware about that task. And then another reason also, the rehabilitation work cannot stop the corruptor. Why? Because the corruptor will think that they will have another chance, or they will have the twice chance after the corruptor. It's okay now they in rehabilitation work, but after that they have chance again to enter the office, and then they can work again. So it will make them to take money from the society, I mean the corruptor again. So it's not the best solution. So we are from the Closing Government. We have the best solution. We want, as a Closing Government, we want to make the word, I mean, yes, the word clear from corruptor. We want to make a healthy country. I mean, there is no corruptor in our country, and we can make our country safety, comfortable, and suitable with the goals of the government to make the welfare to all of the society in that country. And then here, we as a Closing Government, we have to reason. I mean, we have to solution how to make the corruptor in the land poverty. I mean, to how to impoverish corruptor. The first one is we will give them fire from government position and may not run for re-election in all sector of government official. Why? Because the first one is if we fire them, I mean fire the corruptor from their work, they don't have a work again, and they cannot going to work again. So their income will be decreased, and they don't have money again. So it will impact to their family, to their career, and their life also. So this is the way to make the corruptor impoverished, right? And then the second one is we do not allow them to re-election in all sector of government official. Why? Because if we give them to re-election in the next election, so it will make them it's okay now I'm fired from this work, but in the next election I will join being the candidate again, and I will doing like before again. So who guarantee they will not make the corruption again, right? So we as a Closing Government, we do not make them. We do not want to give them twice a chance or another chance to corruption in the government. And then I think this is the best solution. And another solution from us, the second one is we will make the corporation with private companies with give them the data of people who make corruptor in the state company. So for example, we are as a state company, we are as a government from the company of government, we will make the cooperation with the private company in the world, or I mean in another country or another company, we will make the cooperation for war. What for? Because we by give them the data or peoples who make the corruption in the in the state company. So it will make independent company or private company will know, oh, these people these people was make the corruption in the state company. So we do not want to receive people who make who have the bad behavior in official in the world. So it will make the corruptor don't have a chance again to work. So this is the best solution to make them impoverish them. To make them in the line of poverty, to live in the line of poverty. So if we know, and then another reason why we want to make a corporation, the first one is we will make the deterrent effect for the corruptor, so they will think twice, or maybe three, or something like, or yes, they will think twice to making the corruption again in the government, because the solution in the punishment for us will make them deterrent effect, and then if we make the cooperation with the private company, they don't have chance again. They cannot work in the they cannot get good work in the company. So we are from closing government. We have the best solution, and I'm so proud to support this motion.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, based on the opening government solution about this corruption issue, the first one is do banned to all the assets of them. But why this solution is not really make sure that the corruption will be stopped? Because they can get jobs again to make sure that their asset back again and have a change to do corruption again. Why? Because here we just banned the asset of them, and maybe it will really disappointed them, but it's not. It doesn't mean that we will make sure that the corruption will be stopped. Why? Because after we banned their asset, or after we banned their economic sector, but they can get another jobs in the other countries or in another government side, and they have a change to do the corruption again. So it's really useless when it's just to ban about their economic sector, because they can get the economic sector easier and do the corruption again, because we know that someone who often to do the corruption is someone really measure or really enjoy about the materialistic. So when they become a poor people, because we ban their asset, they will make sure that their asset will coming back soon by do corruption again in another country. And the solution from the opposition is about rehabilitation work. Actually, we know that education is not really effective to solve the corruption, because the background of someone who often to do the corruption is someone who has high intelligence. Why do I say like that? Because someone who really often to do the corruption is someone who has important jobs or important position in the government or in the company. So it means that to get the important jobs or to get the important position in the company, it means that we have a good background in education. And here the opposition team has a solution to do rehabilitation work. So it means that the rehabilitation work is really useless. Why? Because they have a good background in education first before they get they do the corruption. So it means that this solution is cannot running well and cannot make sure that the corruption will be stopped. Okay, according to our solution here, to fire them from all of the government positions, it's really make sure that it's can to stop the corruption. Why? Because as we know that, as I said before, someone who really opts to do the corruption is someone who have an important position in the government or in the company. So when we know that he has to do the corruption and we fire them from all of the government position and all of the company's position, it means that they have no change again to do the corruption because they have no position in the government or in the company itself. So if we compare about our solution in the to stop the corruption issue or stop the corruption jobs, the corruption doing in this country, I mean like, yeah, the first this is the best solution that we can do because they have no change again. They have no change again to do the corruption. If we to afraid about their economic or maybe they will really become jobless, is not because they can make the corruptor they can make their independent company or independent independent company to make sure that their economic become running well or become suitable with their needed in this world. So so we here over the solution is we must to fire them and we must to give the information about the background of someone or the background of the corruptor because it's really important for the other companies also to know that they have a bad attitude in the worker, become a worker, and they cannot accept any jobs again because it's the impact of their what have they done. I mean, in this context is corruption. And for all of the government side or all of the part of the government who hasn't have corruption before, it can become the reason that they can think again because when they do the corruptor in later, they will have no change again to become a part of the government or to get some strategist position in the company, and they cannot to make sure that they have a good jobs again because they must to make sure that their economic by the independent company by themselves. So I mean that this is the best solution to make sure that the number of the corruptor in this country become less and to stop the corruption in this country, not only to benefit their asset or not only to make their education about what is the corruption or what is the bad effect of the corruption, because once more again I said that the people who has do the corruption is the people who has important position in the government or important position in the company, and they have a good background in education. So I really agree with this motion. Thank you.